Derek.
Hey, Jackie.
And everyone, welcome to the Green Room. We're at O'Cannabis 2022. And we've had a really fun day, a long day, lots of really cool interviews. And now we have our friend Ross with a very, very strong, interesting accent. Ross Hendry from Wagner's Weed and Highlands Grow. Did I get that? Highland Grow, Wagner's Weed. Like, didn't I wear this just for you?
You did. I thought it was a tartan skirt, not plaid, tartan.
Tartan?
Yes, tartan.
Oh, there we go. You know,
Is that a kilt, Jackie?
No, I do have a kilt at home with the big pin.
Yeah.
And some frilly pants that go underneath it.
Do you have, well, I don't have those.
But I have some high fuzzy socks, like weird socks and everything.
Do you have the ski and do, which is the knife that goes in your sock?
So I took Highland dancing and sword dancing for 13 years.
Oh, amazing.
So,
my
13.
My aunt did that, and you know the funny thing? Her name is Jacqueline as well.
Really?
Wow.
Ah, so my maiden name and like before is Bonner, Bonner, Bonner.
Oh, okay.
So very Scottish family.
Yeah.
And Highland dancing and Scottish dancing started when I was like 7 months old. Like I was just learning to walk, and there's this picture of like 30 kids, and there's a baby with a diaper with frilly pants and a tartan skirt and their ponytails and whatever, and that's me. And I wasn't even walking. I was learning to.
Sword dancing is amazing.
Sword dancing, Highland dancing, and bagpipe stuff for weddings. And anyhow, we're not going to go there. This is not about me. The great. We're going to edit all.
Dancing.
Or Highland dancing.
We could make it.
This is about Wagner's Weed and Highland Grow. So you just, when we were pre-chatting, you're going to be part of our conference in London.
I am, or we are.
You are, and what are you bringing? What are you doing?
So we wanted to add just a wee bit of an experiential element, because I think that we could all agree that one area where we can improve industry and trade shows and whatnot, where we all get together, is that kind of interactive element with the brands. And so one of the things that's done really well for us in our execution in field, where it's allowed, is we do in-store rosin pressings.
Oh, nice.
And you know, work with the retailer and consumers that come in and out. And so the idea when it was proposed to work with you guys at the Cannabis Wiki conference down in Southwest Ontario was, how about we add a bit of an experiential element where if people have flower on them, we'll actually press it live for them and really kind of show it's super
I liked
fun.
the first time I saw a squish. I was blown away. I called it a squish. Like when I'm like, what is that? And then to learn about extracts and concentrates and everything, like I had no idea.
I know. I'm still very novice, I'll be honest, Jackie. I'm still very novice when it comes to concentrates. You know,
novice, are you saying, or nervous?
Both.
Is he saying nervous or novice?
I am a self-proclaimed, not shy to admit it, lightweight when it comes to imbibing products. I enjoy them every single day, but in specific dosage. Right? Yeah.
So what is Wagner's Weed a family? Like, do you oversee a bunch of brands, or what? Explain to us what.
Yeah, so we're owned by an Israeli company called IMCC, which is traded on the NASDAQ, and the Canadian subsidiaries include Highland Grow out of Nova Scotia, Wagner's Weed out of Kitchener, which was, of course, the old JWC.
Right. We visited there.
Yeah, so we were part of the team that went out and kind of turned that business around and restructured that business over the last couple of years. Saved a bunch of jobs in the interim, which was great.
Is it still aeroponic, or I forget what it was?
No, it's no longer aeroponic. It's a hydroponic grow.
Nice.
Hydroponic, but wasn't it? It was a big deal. Like I remember Wiki went there and filmed. Like it was something different. It was innovation. It was something that wasn't happening everywhere. Yeah. So, is aeroponics and hydroponics? What's the difference? One is water. One is air?
One is suspended in air. Yeah, where they're spraying onto the roots. As far as the
what is that tiered thing? You know that growing like that.
That's vertical farming.
Vertical farming. Yeah. Sorry, that you just got me like a squirrel. Now I'm thinking about hydroponics, vertical farming. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's all very technical. I'm just a bag.
Very technical.
I'm just a.
Did I get you?
Yeah, there you go.
Very technical.
technical.
That's you.
There you go. I'm just a knuckle dragging sales guy at the end of the day. You know, I'll leave the real work to the experts such as David over there
So
and the compliance.
Is that why they send you over for the podcast? Because you're just I think it's because you're funny, the accent, and you know about it. You don't just come on the green room if you're just a knuckle dragger.
Yeah.
You're obviously got something going on there, Ross. Like, you're funny.
It's the accent.
In the accent, like you go do all the interviews because of the accent.
Yeah, exactly. David and I go by the same.
Oh,
go by
that's
the same
right.
calling card, right?
David Hyde. Before we
Yeah.
interviewed you, David
That's
Hyde
right.
gave me you're a very good friend recommendation.
Yes,
So, very
yes,
good
we
friend.
are. We are.
So-
We worked on the.
Well, you're the only two that can understand each other for
That's
whatever.
And believe it or not, one of our other teammates is from the east coast of Scotland as well. So he also has a whole myriad of accents going on there. But yeah, David and I worked together on the restructuring of JWC. So
Nice.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
good.
yeah.
And do you work with diamond concentrates?
Yes, we do.
That's
yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
How is that? That's under the umbrella of.
Yeah, so Diamond Concentrates is produced out of Hendry, BC. You know, obviously a legacy to legal story there.
Yep.
You know, famous for their
People like that.
Yeah, High Times Cannabis Cup winners 5 times and things like that. Very famous for their Death Bubba products, which we may be bringing back to the legal market.
When the word "may" is used at the green room, it's happening, guys. That's different. Call that another exclusive.
Exclusive.
So
Yep.
Diamond Concentrates with their Death Bubba lineup will be in market in the fall, which is new news for everybody up until about 14 seconds ago. So
wow.
Yeah, really.
You heard it here
excited
first,
about that.
guys.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Up until like 14 seconds ago?
yeah, that was the first time that I've mentioned it publicly, so
love that.
that's exciting. And yeah, so we have a relationship with Diamonds. They still do all the production with the LP there, Can Group, and we handle the sales and marketing for them. So one of the strengths that we have is I have a great team that work underneath me and with me every day. And so our execution with the provinces and in field has been quite strong, and so we're bringing the Diamonds portfolio to market. Yeah, very exciting.
You're giving us lots of exclusives, giving us lots of
Meat.
some meat, some haggis.
Yeah.
Oh.
As soon as I said it, my whole insides
There you
popped.
go.
I'm like, what did I say? Do you like haggis? Like it's
I'm-
acquired.
I like haggis when it's done right.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, like sheep's innards in a sheep's stomach, Jackie. So there's a high variability of quality there, you know.
You know, I'm the wrong person. I'll eat anything. So pretty much.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like once a year on Rabbie Burns night in January, I like some haggis.
Was that? It's Robbie Burns night.
Rabbie.
Rabbie.
Burns.
Rabbie.
Yeah.
Rabbie Bones is what I thought you said. Isn't it? It's not Robbie Burns.
Rabbie Bones. That's not a bad name for a weed brand. Actually.
Oh, Derek's gonna trademark that right now. He's buying.
We'll talk.
We got the domain.
He's buying that domain right now.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, like to get back to your original question there, we're going down to the Cannabis Wiki show. We can't wait to be a part of it. We've got half a dozen members of our field team coming down, and they're going to be squishing flower.
That's awesome.
Live and in person, and
Pearson.
yeah, exactly.
Live and in Pearson,
Live
they're going to
and
be
in Pearson.
squishing
Yeah.
some. How do you say cannabis with a Scotch accent?
Weed.
This is why they
Yeah.
sent you.
Yeah.
How do you say cannabis if you've got a Scottish accent? Weed.
Yeah, I tend to try and not call it cannabis. It just doesn't roll off the tongue as well as
It's weird,
weed.
right?
Right.
Oh,
Cannabis.
I'd never called it cannabis before. It was like
Pot.
grass, ganja, or weed.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'd never really called it.
Yeah, exactly. It's more the. Yeah, it's a different.
You ever feel like when you're at a trade show as well, all of a sudden you need to call it cannabis as opposed to weed?
Yeah.
Right? You know what I
You
mean?
need to call it
Yeah, like
cannabis.
there's people watching
Hey, wait,
here. Do we
Derek's-
need to call it cannabis? or
Derek's
can we
Scottish
call it-
as well.
My mom, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's from Scotland. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
for
Yeah.
real.
Oh, that's wicked.
It was
Yeah,
really funny when I first met her.
When are
Where is she
we going to go on the
born?
road with Cannabis Wiki and do
A Scottish too.
episode
We'll
in
do some.
Scotland.
Yeah. Oh, his mom's fun. She likes weed too.
Right. There's the founder of Diamond Concentrates right
Hi,
there.
founder of Diamond Concentrates right there.
Yeah.
Congratulations and all your
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys too. So
What about like? So what do you guys specialize in growing? Genetics and like what is your specialty? And what strains do you have?
So we've got a number of different strains in market. To be honest, Derek, the one that really put us on the map, I guess, would be our cherry jam.
God, it just
sounds
cherry
good.
Which
jam
is-
just sounds good.
Yeah, and thankfully we grow it good as well. I mean, we've a really simple model when it comes to weed in general, though. It's right bag, right price, right?
Mhm.
Wait, what?
Right
Wait,
back-
what?
right
I think
bag.
that's trademarked.
Right bag, right bag, right price, right weed. Like I mean,
Right.
it
Right
doesn't.
bag, right price.
This is-
Right, weed.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you saying right?
Yes,
Right.
right.
Okay, right.
Not left.
Not
Right.
left.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you were
But-
saying some other word, but
No,
right,
no.
right price, right bag, right weed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It sounds right.
Right weed in the right bag at the right price.
How
I mean-
about right now?
yeah. There is
You
a
know how long
consumption
it's been
line.
since Derek and I have smoked today. Oh.
But I think like that's what we all have to kind of do in this industry, regardless of whether you're on your side of the industry, our side, whether it's a third-party toll process or somebody that works in compliance. This is a very, very complicated industry, and this industry will humble you daily.
Definitely.
But on the flip side of that, hubris will kill you very fast in this business as
What
well.
word?
Hubris. You know,
Hubris.
being a little bit overconfident.
Oh,
based on-
arrogant, ego, all that
Well,
stuff.
just a bit overconfident based on success.
Hubris. Derek, did you know what
Yeah,
that
there was.
word is?
Well, listen. When the industry started, there was a lot of people who thought, "Well, we just have to grow weed and
Yeah.
put it in the store, no marketing, no nothing, and it will just sell."
But
And
wait, what were
obviously, that's not the case.
What
Well,
were
that-
those
that-
people called?
Dreamers.
Oh, I thought it was the opportunists.
Yeah,
opportunists.
But I
Thought it
think
was
it's.
the opportunists.
But I think it's interesting when you say, you know, we had our cherry jam launch, and that was the one that really put Wagner's on the map.
Cherry jam.
And you know, it's a consistent top seller across pretty much every province in the country at this point. But at the time, there was a lot of BCPs in the market, and our cherry jam is a BCP. We just named it slightly different because
Mhm.
we felt the quality supported a bit of standout. And so when we started approaching, you know, customers and stuff, and they were asking about, well, we've got a bunch of BCPs. Do we really need another one? I was like, look, we're really confident. We think that it's a good strain, and I was kind of nervous, right? Like I'm thinking
He
in
was
3 months,
nervous.
in 3 months' time, this is going to be a problem with said customer. It just took off, man. It was one of those ones like a Lot 420 Gelato or a PSF Pink Kush. It just became kind of standardized in Ontario and across the country for as far as, you know, a standard retailer assortment. So
What's your
really
favorite from
proud.
all the offerings? Your personal, like not one that sells the most or people talk. What's yours?
My personal favorite
Personal.
is a wee bit of an emotional one, Jackie.
Oh.
It's
I have a feeling you're a wee bit of emotional one.
I am.
Scottish.
I am. I mean, it goes with it. You can't change 2,000 years of genetics. My favorite strain that we have is our Dark Helmet.
Dark helmet.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we went in, when we went into JWC and started the turnaround on that company, we found a pretty broken business across multiple functions, whether it was financially, cultivation-wise, etc.
Mhm.
And so when we went in there, we kind of raised everything to the ground. And Dark Helmet was the strain that we rebuilt the cultivation practices on.
Mhm.
So it's a wee bit of a ride or die for me. You know, as a result of that strain, we managed to get the business turned around and save, you know, 200 people's jobs in Kitchener. And so I'm
Kitchener
emotionally,
needs those jobs.
yeah, absolutely. And so we were like emotionally tied. I am emotionally tied to
Right.
that strain, and I've seen the improvement in that strain over 18 months at this point. Where when I went in, I mean, I looked at it, looked fine, and now it just looks banging, and it's went through.
Looks
You know,
perfect.
yeah, exactly. Well, perfect, exactly.
Perfect.
You know, we've seen the introduction of a 12 to 14 day cure process. We've seen the introduction of hang drying. We've seen the introduction of, you know, machine trim, hand polish, etc. Like all these things that we've added. So it's been like watching a child grow a little bit, you know. Right. Well, I've got 3 of those already, but. Yeah. Not that I wanted another kid anytime soon.
It's that weed you're smoking. Oh, maybe it's that.
Exactly.
Does weed lead to babies? That could be the gateway drug.
The gateway to babies.
The gateway to babies.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'll tell
How much square foot of canopy do you have there?
Canopy, I don't know. Our capacity is about 7,000 to 8,000 kilograms a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many?
7,000 to 8,000 kilograms a year.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a big shop, and then we've got our facilities in Quebec and Nova Scotia as well.
What's the difference between the facility here and the one in Quebec?
So our facility in Quebec is a much smaller one.
Is that because of regulations? And we all keep hearing Quebec is a difficult place to be a player in the cannabis space.
So we've actually just applied for our first products in Quebec. We have a facility in Quebec, but we use it primarily for genetics and pheno hunting and things like that.
Yep.
Our mothers,
I love
making
that.
sure all that stuff.
That's awesome.
The one in Antigonish in Nova Scotia is just a lot smaller. It's
Antigonish?
Antigonish, yeah.
Antigonish in Nova Scotia.
Where I think it's St. FX is the big university there. So yeah, it's just a lot smaller than the one in Kitchener. It's more craft, I guess.
Craft is the word we use. Yeah,
right?
the word we use. Craft cannabis.
Yeah,
those are the words, Ross.
Not craft weed.
No, not craft.
Not just good dope.
No, good dope. There you go. Now your Derek's like, you got hash? Are you gonna do hash?
We actually do. We've got a new one. We've got a new one coming out. We don't do bubble hash.
What do you got?
We got a 3.5 gram soap bar, which is a kind of homage to what I grew up on in the UK.
That's what I like.
Soap
Yeah,
bar.
soap bar, like old school UK dirty soap bar, right?
I'm liking this.
You know, and that was kind of a fun way to play on the price compression that we've seen in pressed hash. So it's, it launches in the OCS in June, end of June. $35 for 3.5 grams, so it's a larger format.
Right.
But kind of street pricing, $10 a gram, right?
Yeah, nice.
And then we have a soft black 2 gram launching as well. And then kind of sitting in between the two of those, we've got just a high potency pressed hash as well. So we do have some hash.
Do you have any with you?
Hash.
Do you have it with you?
No.
That was the other point.
I may have some other stuff with me though.
Oh,
Allegedly.
Friends with weed are friends indeed.
Yes,
we like Wagner's weed.
Who doesn't?
Especially, didn't I wear a kilt for you?
You did.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Jackie's been waiting for this interview all
I've been
day.
waiting for this interview all day, Ross. My best friend in grade school was Michelle Ross, so I'll never forget Ross and Jackie Bonner. We were
There you
both the
go.
Scottish girls.
Scottish dancing.
Highland dancing.
Highland flying.
We weren't smoking weed though. I'm sorry, but we were not at that time. I mean, we're making up for it now. We're really making up for it now.
So what have you guys thought of the show so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be back. The last time we were here was 2019, so it's great to be back in person. I love that, people are walking around, that we're getting back to normal. So there's definitely a lot of exhibitors here. And the traffic's been pretty steady all day. So happy to be here.
Yeah, it's been
Happy
cool,
to be
right?
back in person.
I know,
In-person events, yeah.
I know.
This is really exciting for our conference. That's all.
Yeah.
It's just, this is, I'm excited. There's a lot going on. It's really the rev up and the hype up. So when we leave here tomorrow night or Friday, whatever it is, we're on the roll to our conference June 15th and 16th in London.
I know, I'm getting rather nervous actually.
You're getting nervous?
I am.
Why, we're going to have the time of your life there.
I know, no, it's going to be super fun, and
You're squishing.
I've passed it off to all my team who are feverishly executing to make
you're
sure
not
it'll be
coming?
great. No, I'm coming.
Okay.
But I'm just going to be swanning around.
Oh, you're just going to
talking,
have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And it's
my
great
guys,
time of the year, London.
Oh, brilliant.
Phenomenal weather.
Brilliant. And we have some fun people coming down there for sure as well. So
Do they have accents like you? Or do they understand?
No,
like-
they're just a lot more handsome and know a lot more about stuff, you know. So I just kind of swan about, and yeah, that's it.
Well, we look forward to Wagner's Weed
I can't wait.
and Highland Grow
Yes, ma'am.
being part of our conference June 15th and 16th in Southern Ontario, London, Ontario.
Yes.
Derek, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, I mean, it's
Please bring hash.
well, yeah. Hopefully, the hash will launch by time our conference, because I know it's going to be the end of June.
You would like a
in the
soap
middle.
bar.
Yeah, the soap bar.
I know
yeah.
a guy.
Okay, perfect.
And did you say perfect? Perfect.
Perfect. There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, excited, and you know, I want to try that. I never tried the cherry yet, so I want to
Cherry jam.
cherry jam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that, and yeah, this has been a great conversation. I like how you guys work with David and went in there and turned it around, turned something that was, you know, gonna fail into a big success.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a testament to the people that I work with, to be honest, Eric. Like, I feel privileged to work in this industry every day, but more so than that, I feel extremely privileged to work with the people that I do every day. From the people in the trim to the grow, you know, our processing team are unbelievable. And to have watched this company grow and flourish over the last kind of nearly 2 years at this point, it's been a highlight of my career. You know, and something that I just feel very blessed to be a part of it more than anything, and a very small part, but it makes it very good going to work when you're working with amazingly talented people that are so solution driven. And I think for weed and for our industry, that's where you need to be right now, because everybody is in the same boat. None of us have our problems to seek, right? Like they're all on our doorstep, whether it's you guys in this side or whether it's us on the other side.
Right.
You know, and so you know, testament to our team. I'm very lucky.
You're wonderfully kind and passionate about cannabis. You can tell you love it and you love what you do, and that's what we like that in the industry. We like to see that. And that's the type of people we like to invite to our table. So thanks for do this one.
That one?
Yeah, I like this one.
Boom.
Thanks
All
for
right.
joining us on the Green Room, Ross from Wagner's Weed and Highland Grow.
Cheers, Jackie. Cheers, Derek.
Bye.